Have you ever felt invisible in a room full of voices? Ever wondered why respect eludes you, even from those closest to you? What if I told you that respect isn't always about who you are, but about understanding human nature and our place within it? Journey with us through a tale of James, a man who, like many of us, felt undervalued, and discover 5 transformative lessons that promise to change the way the world sees you. You will earn the respect and admiration of others, creating a reality where no one can insult you. Now, on to our story. In a charming village nestled among majestic hills, immersed in a unique serenity, there lived a man named James, known for his education and humility. However, he often complained about the scarcity of economic resources. James had a few friends, and every time he met with them, he displayed deep respect and admiration. Unfortunately, he did not receive the same treatment in return. One day, feeling out of place and with a heavy heart, James withdrew to a nearby river, distancing himself from his village. There, in the midst of his sadness and confusion, he began to wonder why people did not show respect for him and why his own friends continued to disdain him without apparent reason. He questioned why the world was filled with offensive and denigrating behavior. His mind was burdened by these unsettling thoughts that disturbed his mental peace. With the desire to find answers to his concerns, James hurried to visit his old Zen master, whose abode was located majestically among the mountains. When he arrived at the monastery, he saw that the Zen master was deeply immersed in meditation, with several people sitting at his feet, seeking guidance and advice. James joined this group, patiently waiting his turn. The merciful master, upon opening his eyes, sensed the anguish afflicting some of these people due to various life problems and adversities. He began addressing their difficulties one by one. When it was finally James's turn, he stood up and respectfully bowed before the master. Before kneeling, the Zen master asked the young man how he was. At that moment, James could not hold back his tears and opened his heart. He told the master that no one respected him or considered him worthy of attention. He felt that everyone took him for granted, including his friends, family, and relatives. Every time he expressed his opinion, he was ignored, and unfortunately, he was beginning to believe that he was not worthy of respect. The Zen master asked James what he desired. James replied, "Master, I wish for everyone to respect and appreciate me, to pay attention to my words and not to ignore me." The Zen master replied, "No one can disrespect or humiliate you without your permission. You must understand that you live in a world where the strong often oppress the weak and defenseless. Just like a parent who disdains their own children, a husband who belittles his wife, a wealthy person who disrespects the poor, and a master who disdains their servant. Those who are strong in this world tend to trample over the weak. To understand why people do not honor or admire you, you must delve into the mindset of people, comprehend how they think and perceive things." The master continued, "I will now share with you 5 principles that, if applied in your life, will allow you to gain the respect and admiration of others, and no one will ignore or insult you again. Listen attentively to these transformative lessons. 1. Learn to disagree when necessary. The first habit you must learn is to voice your disagreement when necessary. If one always agrees with people just to please them and appear friendly, they end up undermining their self-esteem. People always take for granted those who consistently say yes, and they lose respect for that person. 2. Stop complaining. Everyone faces problems in life, but nobody enjoys the company of someone who constantly complains about everything. People seek those who can make them laugh, alleviate their worries, and provide relief from their challenges. No one wants to be around someone who is constantly immersed in sadness and complaining. Therefore, to maintain your self-esteem and gain respect, It is essential to abandon the habit of constant complaining. Instead, seek solutions to your problems and avoid sharing your difficulties constantly, as this can lead to rejection. 3. Don't always be available. If one is constantly available to everyone, people tend to lose respect and consider that person insignificant, regardless of how valuable they may be. The perception others have of your worth decreases when you give them too much importance. In this world, those who are less accessible are often more appreciated than those who are always available. Think of water. It is often undervalued because it is readily accessible, while a precious diamond, due to its rarity, is highly prized. Therefore, being less available will attract more respect. Additionally, not being able to say no can lead people to not respect your time and give you tasks they could do themselves. Learning to say no at the right time is essential to maintain respect and dignity. 4. Keep your word. The fourth principle for earning the respect of others involves always keeping your word. Honesty and reliability are essential qualities for gaining respect. If you want to be respected and valued, you must avoid making false promises and telling lies. You must keep your word at all costs. Those who are consistent with their words earn the respect of others, while those who lie and do not keep their promises lose credibility. These principles can help you earn the respect and admiration of your loved ones and those around you. After these 4 valuable lessons, the Zen master turned to James to impart the 5th and final lesson. The master said, "My son, one of the main reasons people humiliate others in this world and society is poverty. A poor man in this world tends to have no friends or relatives. He faces insults and constant shame. In this situation, the poor person might begin to feel cursed. The worst insult a poor person can endure is from their own family, within the confines of their own home, when news spreads that they have no money. From that moment on, everyone begins to look at them with pity. In this world, it is like walking on a path full of thorns," the master continued. He urged James to develop qualities that would help him escape the trap of poverty. He explained that this was also a significant reason why people often did not show respect. If James wanted to earn the respect and admiration of others, he needed to work on himself to become the best version of himself. After these 5 valuable lessons, the Zen master concluded his speech and blessed James, wishing him a future life filled with splendor and happiness, without any more disrespect. After learning these 5 important lessons from the Zen master, James thanked the master and left the monastery. He was filled with hope for a better life, one where he would be treated with respect and kindness. James decided to put these 5 lessons from the Zen master into practice in his everyday life. As he did, he noticed some big changes happening. People around him began to see him differently. They saw him as someone who had good values and principles. This was a big change from before when he felt disrespected. Now James felt respected and honored by others. They treated him with kindness and appreciation, just as he had always wanted. In his job, James worked hard and was honest in everything he did. Because of this, his colleagues and bosses started to respect him a lot. They came to him for advice, not only because he was good at his job, but also because he showed wisdom and kindness in how he treated people. In his community, James became known for his kindness and willingness to help others. He reached out to those who needed assistance and showed compassion and understanding, just like the Zen master had taught him. With time, James realized that his life had changed a lot. He had gone from feeling disrespected to being respected and honored by those around him. This transformation showed him that respect wasn't something you could demand. It was something you earned through your actions and how you treated others. James's story taught him that living a good life, guided by kindness and wisdom, naturally brings respect, honor, and appreciation from others. His journey was a testament to the power of self-improvement and the positive changes it can bring to our lives. From that moment on, everyone respected and honored him as he had always desired. We hope it brings real blessings into your life.